Welcome back to Debt Haters. My name is Alina, and my husband and I hate our six-figure student loan debt, and we're on a journey to pay it off. Today's budget with me is our income from September 15th, carrying us through September 21st. My husband got paid from his full-time job as a public school teacher, and his check was $1,545.97. I also got paid from a part-time weekend job that I do at a fast food place. I work about 20 hours a week, like 8 to close on Fridays, 4 to close Saturday and Sunday. So for those past 2 weeks of that, it brought in $568.92. Not a lot, but that's what we're working with. I also got paid from a childcare gig that I'm doing now. It's on Wednesday nights. So that was $55.41. And I sold something in my eBay store. So after fees and shipping, all that, my profit was $11.48. Rollover, we had $9.41. So total income for this week, add it all up, and it comes to $2,191.19. So going to the expenses this week, the goal is just to always cover these expenses with the income that we have, and hopefully, prayerfully, we have money left over to throw towards debt. Since we're on a debt-free journey, that's what we're like laser focused on over here. Like that's why like the budget sheet like looks how it does. It's just simple, just trying to create, you know, that margin between your income and expenses. If you're wanting this budget sheet, it's free. I'm assuming that if you're watching this channel, you know, you're on a debt-free journey too. So I wouldn't want to be like asking money from you for something like that. So if you want this, it's free. We just ask that you go to our website to download it. You can go to the link that's in the description, or it's just debthaters.com/shop. All right, so expenses this week. It's pretty light, but it's still important to budget it out, or else, you know, we'll just be reckless out here spending money, not paying any bills, and then, you know, we wonder what happened. Well, first up, giving, it's $331. Groceries, it's the normal $175. And if you're new, we're a family of 4. My husband and I, we have a 4-year-old and a 7-year-old, and our grocery budget for the week is food, obviously, but it's also like our household stuff too, like laundry soap, toothpaste, toilet paper, all that stuff. But if we need like printer ink or like a new water filter, something like that, we'll just make like a separate line item, you know, for it. Otherwise, we'll just throw it all in this grocery budget here. This seems like it may not work out, but it does, because we also don't eat out. So all of our food is coming from this $175, which is not a flex. Like if we could, we would, okay? Like if we could eat out, we would, but we just can't. We had like six-figure debt, you know, like I talked about, starting in 2020. And in order to get out, we realized we just had to be real extreme. And part of that being real extreme was the not eating out and, you know, the 175. All that to say, if anyone's wondering, like, you know, what y'all eating then, like, or you're interested in seeing our meals, just let me know in the comments. I'll film a week of like our breakfasts and lunch and dinner and snacks and all that stuff, and you can see kind of how we make it work. All right, so coming down to gas, we are bringing it down to $70 this week. So we're going to put $45 in the van that my husband mainly drives to work, and then $25 in the SUV for me and the kids to use this week. So how this works is something I guess I wouldn't necessarily recommend. But like I said, we're on a debt-free journey. And so if you follow or you've heard of Dave Ramsey, you know about Gazelle Intense. So that's us. So we ride on E over here. Like my husband would, you know, drive home on fumes and a prayer sometimes. Like If we're on that notch, like before E, oh, we're good. Like, it's just a thing where we've kind of figured out our vehicles. We know how far they can go. And, you know, like I said, I don't want to be responsible for someone running out of gas just because you're trying to do what Alina said over here. But my point is with gas, kind of a quote unquote hack, is that we don't fill up. We just get what we will use for the week. Like, I don't want the extra gas just sitting in the gas tank at the end of the week, because, you know, at the end of the day, that's money. Like, that's money literally sitting in the gas tank. So we just would basically like to use that money for something else versus it sitting in the gas tank. It's not for everyone. I totally understand, but I'm just sharing kind of what we're doing and how we're making all this work. We're not going anywhere different than our normal, so we don't need a lot of gas this week. All right, so deductible. This was from last Wednesday, I think, or maybe the Wednesday before last. Anyways, we went to the pediatrician because my youngest had put something up his nose and we needed to get it out. Like, that's probably the best way to explain it. Like, I don't have a lot of words. Like, if you're a parent, you know. I mean, he's 4, and, you know, that's just what it is. Like, scripture says foolishness is bound up in the heart of a child. So children are just going to do foolish things. And I try not to overact, you know, but it was a time. Like, it was frustrating, because things like that have happened, and it's like, I'm home. Like, I'm staying home to kind of help, but even if I'm home or not, these things happen. Like, you turn around for 2 seconds, you use the bathroom for 2 seconds, and then stuff like that happen. Like, literally how this happened real quick, we had just got back inside from a walk. Like, they take the little scooters over to the mailbox, and it's like 15-20 minute kind of thing, because, you know, they stop, they look at the leaves and bugs and rocks and all that stuff. Again, you know, it's a kid thing. So when we come back in, you know, I tell them, go to a bathroom and wash your hands. You know, we have 2 bathrooms. Y'all go wash your hands at there. I'll wash my hands at the sink, and I'll start making your lunch. So I'm hooking up quesadillas, and my son comes to me like, my nose hurts. And I look in there, and there's something bright orange jammed up in there. And so yeah. That visit cost us $30. Thankfully, because we got the statement, like the bill statement, thankfully insurance covered the rest, and we just had to pay this $30. So next up, Apple comes out this week. It's one of our several subscriptions. It's $1.99. We are setting aside for October rent, like for our apartment. We live in a 2-bedroom apartment, less than 1,000 square feet in the Nashville, Tennessee area. So we're low income, basically single income. I know it kind of doesn't look like because of all this, but I haven't actually been working that long, and let's face it, I don't make a lot. So, you know, 1 week or even 2 weeks of work, you know, when we get those paychecks from my husband's main job, you know, that doesn't cover our rent. So we have to put aside little by little in order to cover our rent. It's our largest expense, and we just don't want to be without it, you know. So we prioritize rent, and we're going to set aside $900 to help out when October rent is due. I think we should be okay. I mean, we'll see, but whatever we don't need, obviously we'll just throw it towards debt. All right, and then the buffers, the normal 10. So that would have been it, but then I forgot that we agreed to go to a birthday party for a friend, for one of our children's friends. Like, this is a kid party. We were actually on a strict, like, no parties, no baby showers, no nothing. Like, we're not doing anything extra. We can't, because and it's not because we don't love these people. It's not that, you know, we don't care and we're just selfish. It's just, you know, you have to bring a gift. Not only that, it's a time cost. That's time that I'm spending with you in your party that I could be spending working and making money. Like, so no offense, but, you know, just trying to get done. But anyways, we had already agreed, and I think after this party, we're just going to go back to that strict no. It's just an automatic no for us. Like, I hate to be that way, but I'm hoping we don't have to be that way much longer. Like, it's even family. Family, we're not sending cards, gifts, nothing. Like, it sounds horrible and I hate it, but that's how it is. So it's a combined party for this Saturday, and which is tomorrow. And so it's for the friend, the little boy, and the little boy's little brother. So we actually need 2 gifts. And so we're going to set aside $20 for that. Hopefully that's enough. Like, and we can find like an okay gift where, you know, we're not embarrassing ourselves. It's always so hard because, you know, they open the gifts at the party and you don't want to be the one like rolling up to the party with the cheapy gift. Like, you just don't want to be that, you know. But we'll see what we can do. All right, so adding up all the expenses, and the total expenses for this week comes to $1,537.99. Subtract that from our income, and there's money left over. Praise the Lord. That leftover money is $653.20, and we are sending it to debt. You may not be able to send this much, which is fine, or you know, you may be killing it and sending, you know, way more than this towards debt, and that's awesome. Either way, consistency is what's going to get us all there. So wherever you are on your debt-free journey, keep at it.